Does turning this IEM into customs make it more unique? Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be talking about making another permanent IEM in my collection, and this time is converting the Unique Melody Mest Mark II. Before we begin, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Unique Melody for converting my universal IEMs to customs in exchange for my honest feedback. I truly appreciate it. However, as always, they will have no influence over my feedback and all thoughts and opinions are my own. As much as I would love to talk about an unboxing experience, unfortunately, once your universals get sent in, it just comes back with this pouch, which is a nice pouch, but it's just a pouch, and inside holds the customs. With that all out of the way, let's talk about the custom experience for the Unique Melody Mest Mark II, as I've taken a different approach to this. So there are actually two ways you can do your ear impressions, one through a physical mold of your ear impressions as showcased in my custom Fat Freak Maestro SE video. The other method, which is the one I use for the Unique Melody IEM, is a 3D scan of my ear impressions. I got these 3D scans through a service offered by Minidisc from Australia, which was part of a promotion at the time. I do not have the footage of this process to share with you, unfortunately, but essentially there won't be any moles shooting into your ear. It's literally someone with a device scanning around your ear, and you have to be completely still for a clean scan, and once that's all completed, you'll have your scanned ear impression in STL format. From here, you'll have a few options to choose from. Either pay 250 Australian dollars for a one-time service where your scans will be sent to the manufacturer of your choice, whichever ones you're planning to do your customs from, or pay $400 to permanently keep the STL files where it will be sent to your email. And if you're planning to have more than one customs in your collection, I think the second option is definitely the better choice. Otherwise, every time you want a customs done, you'd have to pay another $250 for another scan, and in the long run, you're saving a lot more unless you're absolutely certain you're going to have just one custom and that's it. If that's the case, then sure, opt for the one-time service. The good thing about having permanent STL files is that you can then send this off to different companies depending on where you'd like to have your customs from. In this case with Unique Melody, I had to send my STL files and also my universal IEMs. I do have to note, Unique Melody requires you to send the IEMs to them at your own cost, and they will request for an additional $50 shipping fee to ship the IEMs back to you when they are done with the customs. Doesn't matter how many times you do it, if you have to send it in again for refitting, like for me where I had to only ship one side of my IEM for refitting, I still have to pay the $50 to ship it back. So please note that the cost of shipping back and forth will be paid by the user, not Unique Melody. I believe Unique Melody covers the refitting fees of the IEMs for the first time, but subsequent refits you'd have to confirm the fees with Unique Melody. Also, the fee to convert universal to custom varies between models, so that's another item to confirm with Unique Melody as well before you proceed. Now that's all out of the way, let's talk about the process of getting to this point. So before you begin, you'll be given a sheet where you can choose what kind of design you'll be going for. Unfortunately, there are only 5 designs to choose from for the Unique Melody Mest Mark II, which is shown on the screen. I personally went with the same design as the universals, which is the carbon fiber with the gold foil. I think that still looks the best. However, my request was to place the Mest wording from the side to the middle of the faceplate, and I feel it coincides better with the other faceplate rather than on the edge, but that's personal preference. In terms of fit and comfort, is the 3D scans better than the physical mold? From my personal experience, I still had to get the right side of my IEM to be refitted, but the left side was fitted really well the first time, so I didn't have to do anything there. It was just really comfortable the moment I put it in. I had no issues with any discomfort whatsoever, but the right side was a little too long, but the second time around after it was refitted, it was fitting really nicely. In terms of sound performance, is there a lot of difference between having universals and customs? From my experience, even though it's been a while since I've heard the universals, there were very few key differences that I noticed that were slightly different from what I remembered. The customs sound closer to my ears, but the vocals on the universals were a bit more recessed. There was a bit more rumble coming in from the deep end, where on the universal I had to be on the right ear tips to achieve that, which makes sense since custom IEMs are supposed to give you the best seal and fit, which presents the true nature of the IEM sound. The treble presentation remains largely the same, the imaging on the IEM still remains the same as well, which is still fantastic. All in all, it sounded like a small step above from my CIEM Audio Monarch Mark III, but with better imaging and treble presentation. However, Monarch Mark III still presents the vocals a little bit better in terms of position in relation to the background music. The Unique Melody Mest Mark II still remains as an all-in-one kind of presentation. So in summary, it's another IEM that I loved having as a permanent member in my collection. The sound definitely sounded quote-unquote better for my personal preference, but know that if the recessed presentation was the thing that kept it special for you, turning it into customs may affect that presentation slightly because it's fitted deeper into your ear, hence the music sounds closer to you. I just hope that there could be a better shipping cost implementation or structure in the future, because imagine if you'd have to do refitting multiple times. The cost itself just for shipping can be a nightmare, and it'll scare a lot of people away from wanting to do customs. However, do let me know your thoughts. Are you curious about customs, or if you delved into the custom world, what are your experiences like? Comment below, let me know. And with that all said, thank you once again to Unique Melody for this opportunity, and to all of you for watching. And until the next experience, take care and happy hunting.